Okay, let's look at the answers to these ones then. Which parts of the electromagnetic spectrum will cause a suntan? Is ultraviolet or UV? These are some of the questions that have been asked in past papers, so you do need to know those uses. Can be used both to cook food and in communications. That would be microwaves. Can be used to sterilize fruit and vegetables. Is gamma rays. Can be detected from warm objects. All warm objects emit infrared. Which is the longest wavelength of these three? Okay, so we're not talking about the whole thing, but in fact, of the whole thing, the longest wavelength is radio waves. Like I said, you can remember the wavelength by the size of the thing that produces them. So microwave ovens are a few centimeters across. Microwaves have a wavelength of a few centimeters. Radio antenna are maybe 20, 30 meters across, so they have wavelengths in meters. Gamma rays are emitted by the nucleus of an atom, so therefore they have a very, very short wavelength, which means also they have the highest frequency as well. Give two properties that all members of the electromagnetic spectrum have in common. They can all travel through a vacuum. They all travel at the same speed through a vacuum. Once they enter a material such as like air or water or glass, they actually have different speeds. That would almost do it as being kind of two different properties. They can travel via vacuum and they travel at the same speed. However, we can add another, which is that they are all transverse waves. Okay, which means the oscillations are perpendicular to the direction of travel. What type of radiation is used to send information to and from satellites? It is microwaves. And what type of radiation makes toast? Don't try making toast in a microwave oven. It actually, don't do this, by the way. It cooks it from the inside out, so you would get toast in the middle and then like kind of still bread on the outside. But there's also a fire risk there, so if you leave it in too long, it will catch fire. So do not do that. So don't write down microwaves. What type of radiation makes toast? In our toaster, we use infrared radiation. Okay. The next bit down here, I would read through that just a little bit. We discussed this in when we were talking about the dangers of all our radiation in the electromagnetic spectrum. So we're not going to put another video for that. So just make sure you read through that next section.